Hello and welcome to this teaching on Substack for coaches. Back a couple months ago, I did a workshop and that recording ended up being like an hour and a half long. So I decided to re-record it so that you get the information that is helpful to you and to walk you through the process of setting up Substack. So Substack is amazing. I have been talking about it like crazy every chance that I get. So if you are a coach who knows that starting creating content, building an email list, like you hear these things over and over again, create content, be consistent, have an email list, share your message online. You know that the way to create your business is to do all of those things. And tech can get confusing, overwhelming, expensive. I want to share Substack with you as a tool to cut through all of that, especially to get started. So, in this training, I am going to walk you through Substack and its capabilities as a simple website, an email list, a blog, a podcast platform, your long form content hub, and even community building, a place to build community. And it's free. It's amazing. So by the end of this training, you will understand how to set up your Substack, customize your page, and publish your first piece of content. And please remember and remind yourself of this often. You do not need to do everything or anything perfectly. Perfect is a mythical creature out there that is never to be attained. And so let's just stop even striving for it, okay? We just want to get started. And this is practice. We are practicing. So, what is Substack and why, as a coach, should you use it? So, Substack it's been around for quite a few years, and I realized I've been on it since 2023, and I actually posted on it in 2023. I totally didn't even remember doing that. But it originally was started as a platform for writers and bloggers, but it has expanded. So for coaches, especially, it can be like your central hub. It can be the holder of your information, your content. And I really started diving into this probably about 4 months ago now, and I have just been amazed over and over again at the things that we can use Substack for. So instead of needing a bunch of different tools, a website platform, an email service provider, a blogging platform, and a podcast host, you can do all of that in one place in Substack with a couple caveats. You can write long form posts. You can record videos. You can share audio. You can you can send emails to subscribers. And this is the one little caveat is your post, your long form post goes out to your email list, your subscriber list, and you can opt not to have that go out as an email. So you can post something and it not go out as an email, or you can post something and it goes out as an email. The one thing that you can't do yet, or that I know of, is you can't just send an email. So anything that goes out as an email is also a post on your Substack. So you can write posts, record videos, you can go live, you can host workshops and have several people on at a time. And most of us don't need all of these capabilities, but I'm like, I just want to extol all of the virtues of Substack. Audio, video, email. There's also community building spots like chat, and there is short form content that goes out, and it's called notes. And that's more like the social media side of it. So there are so many things that Substack can do, and I'll be sure to show you a couple of my favorite things too. So this is a place where people come looking for more than they're getting on social media, on TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook. They're coming to find information. They're coming for ideas, for teaching, and for real content. Now, Substack, when you first get on here, it can be a little bit confusing because there's so much. It's so rich. One thing that can be a little bit confusing when you get started is when you're setting up your profile, you have your main profile, and they just changed this actually. It used to be that you had your profile and then you had like a subcategory called publication, and that was separate from your profile. But I believe it looks like they've kind of condensed that into one thing. So you have your profile, who you are, it shows your feed of posts and notes. And then you have a publication. And your publication basically becomes your website. So to get started, you just go to substack.com and I recommend that if you're just starting out, I recommend having a separate email account for your coaching, for everything coaching, whether you have your own .com or just a Gmail coach, whatever at Gmail, however you want to set that up. I highly encourage get a separate email account for coaching purposes. I also highly recommend using Google Drive. I use that for everything. I love it. So you go to substack.com and create your account with your coaching email after you have that set up, and it'll walk you through the basics of getting set up. And then I'm going to, let's see, I'll share my screen. I created a test account to play with. So this is my test account because I haven't really set anything up on it. So the first thing that you want, and you do this in edit profile or when you're very first starting. So you want a profile picture that is easily recognizable. Maybe you have brand colors, and it doesn't have to be that specific, but you at least want it to be a clear close-up picture of you, not just a logo or whatever, but you want it to be a nice, clear picture where people are going to recognize you and go, oh, you're creating brand recognition with everything that you post. So your profile picture, and then you're going to want a short bio. And your bio should answer 3 simple questions. Who do you help? What do you help them with? And how do you help them? And like I said, this is a test. So I help Christian women stop second guessing themselves, get clear on what God's calling them to, and follow through with confidence and consistency. So your bio, this is kind of like your Instagram bio, your I help statement, whatever. Keep it simple, and you can always refine it later. It does not have to be perfect. And nobody, like in the beginning, people aren't going to see it anyway. So just remind yourself, this is practice. I'm just practicing. And then if you have one, you can add here a cover image that kind of goes in the background, and it tells you the ratio and the pixels, you can create that in Canva. And at this point, really, it's not even necessary, but it's something that you might want to add later. Then you can add your social links, your Instagram, whatever of these platforms you're on, I would add them. And down here at the bottom, if you have a book that you have written that is for sale anywhere, you can put that, and you can add more than one of those. And if you already have a website, you can put your website here so that on your profile, it'll show your links and people can go check out those links. Now, we're going to move on. So that is your profile. That is the main overarching profile on Substack. And from there, we're going to access the backend settings. So dashboard over here on the left is your dashboard, and you're going to click dashboard. And this is the backend of Substack. And so from here, go down to the bottom and to the settings. So you're going to go to settings, and then you're going to choose categories. What are the categories that you are going to be talking about? And I am going to be talking about health and wellness, and I'm going to be talking about business. And then scroll down to website and edit theme. And here I say go over to the homepage theme and click custom. And this sets it up like a website. And here you can customize your colors, your background, your fonts, and you can customize a few different things over here. Your welcome page. Oh, save. Got to save first. Okay. Your welcome page is where people are going to decide whether or not they want to subscribe to you. So you want to have a picture, and I'm just going to put my picture, my same picture there. And it shows my name, it shows my description. You can say down at the bottom, it says no thanks. You can decide what you want that to say. If they decide they don't want to subscribe to you, you can change the brand colors to whatever you want and save. So that's going to be when people click on something, they'll see this and they decide whether they want to subscribe to your publication or not. I want that same background color, and I want the accent color. So you can, if you have your own hex codes, you can paste those in and customize the colors. So it's all saved. And the settings. So here, then, my publication name pops up under basics. So you can decide what you want your publication to be called. If you want it to be the name of your coaching, or something specific to the topic that you'll be talking about, you can change the title of the publication, and that will show up on, let me see here, or nope, that's the other one. That will show up. So if I change this to the overcoming fear coach, playing around with that. Then when you go back to your home, you'll see, and then go to your profile, you'll see this is my profile and this is my publication. So people will come to my profile and then they'll see my publication and they can click on it. When you add all of your social links, those will pop up here. Those will populate right there. So this is the publication. So it essentially becomes your website. And whatever your handle is, your website is just your handle.substack.com. So this, if you don't have a website already, you can use this as a website and it's incredible. It's so amazing. So I'm going back to my dashboard and over on the left, I'm going back to settings. And you can change the description of your publication. I help Christian women entrepreneurs to overcome fear and take the action required, I'm totally making this up, to create an amazing business that they love. Okay, save. And then you can add a logo. Let's see. If you have a logo, can upload your logo. Again, your topics. And so that renames your publication. And your publication becomes the home for all of your posts, your podcast episodes, videos, newsletters, whatever it is. Then, let's see, we're still in dashboard and settings. So the next thing you want to do is to click on the emails on the left side. And there's lots of things that you can customize here. And what I recommend that, why can't I edit that? Oh, confirm and agree. That's why. Okay, so confirm and agree. And then I highly recommend that you edit this email to new subscribers. So when somebody subscribes to your publication, they are automatically going to get this email sent to them. So you want to welcome them, let them know what you're going to be talking about. And this is a great place to put an opt-in or a lead magnet. If you have one, this is where it goes. If you don't have one, highly recommend that you create one and put it in here. And then when you're talking on social media, you're telling people, subscribe to my Substack and you're going to get my guide on whatever it is, or your mini teaching about whatever, or your checklist. So whatever your opt-in is, you can link it in this welcome email, and then that becomes your lead magnet. Subscribe to my Substack and get my blah, 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 whatever it is. So you can customize this email. You can put a header. You can do all kinds of things. But this is a very important piece, this welcome email, because everybody that subscribes to your list, to your Substack, is going to get this email, and you want them to have the information. And then another super cool feature, if you already have an email list somewhere else, you can import that list to Substack. And when you import those subscribers, they're going to get an email, and you can edit that email. Say, hey, I'm so glad you're here. I am moving my list over to Substack, blah, 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 whatever. And if you are using ChatGPT, she, it can help you to write all of those things. Okay. Let's see. Then we are going to go to, so we're still in settings. We're going to go to website, and we've kind of already done some of this. You can customize, let's see, edit your theme. So again, you can customize your website. You can have different layouts in here. So this is my actual Substack that I use. And if you go into my Christian Life Coach Substack, subscribe. So this is what, okay, this is actually good. This is what people will see when they come to your Substack. And do I want to subscribe? Oh, yeah, she looks kind of cool. She likes purple. I like purple. I'm going to subscribe. And people can pay to get an upgraded experience of my Substack, or they can subscribe for free. And then this is another thing when you can recommend other people, and this is one of the tools for growth. So when you go to subscribe to my Substack, it's going to say, hey, Shanna recommends these people that you could subscribe to. Do you want to subscribe to all of these people that she recommends? And if you want to, you say continue. And you want other people to recommend you. That's like the when other people are recommending you. I'm going to skip. And do you want to recommend the Christian Life Coach? Of course I do. Listen to the Christian Life Coach in the Substack app. I'm going to skip that for now. And I'm going to say maybe later. Come on. Okay, so this is my website on Substack, my Christian Life Coach publication. It's a publication, and I consider it a great place for a website. So I have this is my homepage, and I have my latest post featured. This is the layout that I have. I put all of my podcasts on here, but it's not showing as a technical podcast because I don't use their RSS feed, which you absolutely can do. And it pushes it out to all of the platforms. So you don't even have to, you can do everything in here. You can podcast from here. Notes is your short form content that gets pushed out like social media. And the recommendation at this point is to do one long form content post a week and 1 or 2 notes a day. So I try to post 2 notes a day. That's what my goal is. And there's all kinds of ways to do that. It can just be thoughts that you have. It can be reposting other people's content. It can be reposting or restacking your own content. There's all kinds of things that you can do. And then you can also have custom pages on your website. And the caveat here is when they're on their computer, it will show all of the page options. When they're on their phone, they're only going to see the home, I think home, notes, and about. I'm getting on mine really quick to see. So I have activity, posts, chat, likes, and reads. So they're only going to see the custom pages if they're on their website. And I have a custom page here. It's a a sales page for my Full Steam Ahead coaches program. And then I have this YouTube link, and it doesn't stay in Substack. When you click on this, it's not a page. It takes people directly to my YouTube channel, which is also fantastic when people are looking at it on their computer. Um, so that is the website. And again, you can play around in here and change it back. Remember, you're a scientist, you're experimenting. This is practice, and everything is changeable. If you mess something up, you can fix it. It's not a problem at all. And let's see, I will show you, go back to settings and website. So on the left are all of the headings. And then in this middle, you're just scrolling down through all the headings. When you click on emails, it just takes you down to that section. So on the website, you can decide, do I want to have archive on here? You can toggle that on or off. The navigation bar, add item, this is where you can add an additional page. Or no, actually, sorry. This is how I got my YouTube page on here. So I titled it YouTube. I linked it to my YouTube channel, and then I added it. Here we go. Custom pages. Here's where you can add custom pages. You can add a work with me page. You can add a sales page. You can add whatever you want. It's amazing. So those are website pages. And then I feel like there was something else in the website. Oh, the about page. Okay. This is another thing that you really want to go in and customize. You want to edit your about page. And it is, you want to update it. When people land on this, who are you? Who do you help? Why? How are you going to help them? So I definitely would say put a picture on there. Let's see, what does my about page look like? So the Christian Life Coach publication about page is, I have a picture of me with my little cutie pie Clayton. I love him so much. A little bit about me. I have my books linked on here. I have my podcast linked on here. When you subscribe to my Substack, you get helpful insight, tools, and tips on living more and more into who God created you to be. Mindset, emotional regulation, and biblical principles. And because I already subscribe, it's saying, do you want to upgrade to the paid level? So if I hadn't already subscribed and somehow I landed on this page, it would say subscribe or ask me if I wanted to subscribe. So you want to get your about page set up and optimized. Let's see. Okay, then going through my notes. Okay. I think that's the basics. And there are so many things you can do in here. There's so much customization that you can do. You can connect your Stripe when you decide that you want to be on a paid level. If you have to sign up for a Stripe account. And then you connect your Stripe. You decide if you're gonna turn on the paid level in the beginning, which, I mean, come on, why not? You connect your Stripe. You can change the amounts here. There's a lot. So I don't want to spend a ton of time. I want to really just narrow down on the basics. Okay. Creating your content. Now you can create your first piece of content. So click on create. Do you want to just write an article? Do you want to upload or record a video? Do you want to upload or record an audio podcast or a video podcast? Do you want to just do a short form note? Do you want to create a chat thread? Do you want to go live? And then this is just another option for the recording. So if you're just going to post an article, you go in here and all the customizations are up here. You write your title. If you have a subtitle, you write your information. You can add pictures and the image. Let's see. Trying to just find what picture about that one. So here's my podcast show art. So put a picture and then you can click on it. And here you can make it smaller and bigger. You can't, as far as I know, you cannot move the picture. The picture shows up in the middle. So there's not a ton you can do with that. And I don't delete. So title, blah, blah. I'm gonna, hi, put something in here, whatever, and then continue. And then this asks you if you have the paid level turned on, you can send it to only paid subscribers or you can send it to everyone. You can allow comments from everyone or only paid subscribers once you have them. You can add tags, like kind of like hashtags. What is this about? You can then, here's down at the bottom here, you can send it via email and the Substack app or just the Substack app. And you can also pick when you want to schedule it to go out. I don't think anybody, so then you would send it to everyone now, and then that creates a post on your account, on your publication, and it also shows up on your profile. Now, I want to show you, I'm going to go to my dashboard and to my posts, and I'm just going to show you a fun little trick. So I can view post. So this is my latest post on my publication. And I'm part of a summit called Spring Clean with God. Clear the clutter in your heart, home, habits, health, and head. No, okay, yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so let's see, real clarity. So I'm highlighting the words in my post and this little icon comes up, restack it or share it. So you can share it to your social media and you can choose different visual options, vertical, Instagram, square. They give you a couple options of color. And then you can copy the link and you can post the link, or you can download it and upload it, or you can click on these icons to share it. And so that's to share it somewhere other than Substack, or you can restack it here and you can say something about it. You can choose what you want it to look like. And I'm just going to go with the purple and I'm going to post it as a restack. And then it is now a note on my account. So if you go to notes, it shows up as a note and then people can click on it and they get taken back to the main post. So there's all kinds of cool things that you can do on Substack. So each time you publish something, it becomes a static post on your publication. It can get sent to your subscribers as an email if you have that set up. And if you want to, you can opt not to do that. And it can be shared within the Substack app and outside of the Substack app. So one piece of content can be used several different ways. And like I just highlighted that small section of my post. You can do that several times. And so you can create several different notes from that one section of content, from that one post. And then in videos, you can basically do the same thing with videos. You can create a short form video from a long form video. And if you go to my Substack and you see in my notes feed any vertical videos, those have been taken directly from videos that I have posted on Substack. It's amazing. I love it. So you can do all kinds of things with Substack. You can publish text posts, video posts, audio posts, podcast episodes, live streaming. You can even, with written posts, there's an option to, you can record yourself reading it and upload it so people can opt to listen to you read the post. It's amazing. It's so fun. Okay, so when it comes to creating content, do not overcomplicate it. Just ask, what is one thing that I want someone to walk away from with this post? Teach one idea, share one story, explain one concept, and then end with a call to action. And it can be, your call to action can be subscribe, share this post, listen to this podcast, book a consult. It can, whatever works for that piece of content. And then decide your posting rhythm. Do you want to do one long form piece of content a week, which could be written, podcast, video, live? Like there's so many options. Or do you want to do 2 a week? Or do you want to do 1 a month? And commit to doing that consistently. So what realistically can I commit to doing consistently? And then from those long form pieces of content, you could post a short note every day just from that. And your consistency builds trust in yourself that you are doing what you say you're going to do. And it also develops trust from other people in you. Oh, they show up consistently. I keep seeing her. I keep seeing her sharing her information. So it develops trust in yourself and it develops trust with other people. So for the notes section, it's kind of like social media posts. And like I said, the standard right now is to post 2 notes a day. And what I try to do is I post 1 in the morning and I post 1 in the afternoon. And that just helps people to be able to discover your work and grow your audience. And that's the other thing, even with your long form posts, it's getting pushed out to people that don't follow you. And it's based on the tags that you use and also the topics that you picked for your publication. It's going to be matching you up with people that, when you sign up for your Substack, you pick topics of interest. So it's going to match them up, and it is pushing your content out so that it's discoverable to other people. So it's static on your publication, and it's being pushed out, and it gets sent to your email list. Let's see. Also, you own your email list on Substack. So you can download, if you decide to get an email service provider like Flowdesk or Kit or something like that, you can download your email list from Substack and add it to that list so that you can send emails only instead of having to post something for it to go out in an email. And side note, if you are going to sign up for Flowdesk, let me know because I have an affiliate link. Um, so how often do you want to post? Commit to that and follow through. And then you can over time work on, getting your colors and your logo and the background image and all of that. There is quite a bit that can go into customizing your Substack. So you can get the basics set up, start posting, and then you can make things pretty and the way that you like it. So if you take nothing else from this, take this. You do not need to be perfect. Your website does not need to be perfect. Your content does not need to be perfect. You just need to start sharing your voice. Start putting out value into the world. Speaking to the person that is waiting to hear what you have to say to help them to feel better, to start living life better, to wake up to their life. Whatever it is that you're coaching on, your people need you. They're waiting for you. And Substack is just one of the simplest place to start doing that. And it can feel a little complicated, but it's just one step at a time. So create your profile, set up your publication, write your first post, and keep going. Consistency builds confidence. And also your brain can create the feeling of confidence, but sometimes it's easier to start from a place of, I'm just willing to do this. So you don't have to feel confident to get started. Okay. And I just want to invite you, if you want support building your business, getting all of this stuff set up, creating content, getting systems and processes in place, that is what I do with my Full Steam Ahead program. We work through mindset, marketing, content creation, tech setup, all of the things to get your business up and running. For now, get your Substack set up so that you have something valuable to share, so that you actually are sharing the value that you have. Start where you're at and keep going. I would love to have you in the next round of Full Steam Ahead. It is for coaches that are starting out and building momentum and want the help getting everything set up. It's learning about coaching to actually building a coaching business. And we work on your mindset and we work on following through. So that is Full Steam Ahead is my group coaching program. And I also do private coaching. And my private coaching is we can go all in on business, or we can weave business and personal stuff depending on what comes up for the week. And my private clients get full access to everything that I'm doing. So my Full Steam Ahead program, my Steadfast program, anything. So if you want to go deeper, whether it's Full Steam Ahead or private coaching, you can reach out. You will have all the links. You will have emails sent to you, and we can get that set up as soon as you're ready to. And if it's full steam ahead, then you will know. I will let you know when the next round is starting. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that this was helpful. I would love any feedback that you have. And I hope that just this video is helpful to you in the sense that it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it. Just be willing to put it out there. Because I realize this video is far from perfect. So go forth and share all of the goodness in your heart with the people that are waiting for you.